the results might be. Okay, so for a reading, you are making an educated guess based on things that you already know, based on things that have already happened, and informed by things that you've known from the past. Okay, so these are some questions that you can ask yourself or steps that you can make when you try to make a prediction. Okay, so number one is think about the text first. Number two, what has already happened? Number three, has the author left any clues? Number four, then consider what you know. And number five, what is likely to occur next? Okay, I'm going to read it one more time. Step one, think about the text first. Step two, what has already happened? Step three, has the author left any clues? Step four, then consider what you know. Then finally, step five, what is likely to occur next? Okay, so let's try it together. So we're going to read the following passages, and we need to determine what event is likely to occur next. Explain your answer using textual evidence. So textual evidence means using the text that we read to help us make an educated guess on what is likely to happen next. Okay, and these are the two questions I want you to answer. What event is most likely to occur next? And what evidence from the text supports your prediction? Okay, so again, what event is most likely to occur next? And what evidence from the text supports your prediction? Okay, before we start, does anyone have any questions about predictions or about the tasks that we're about to start? Okay, feel free to ask if you have any questions, okay? So this is our first passage, okay? Can I have Zichen, can you read this slide for us, please?
Cameron threw the rope into the field. It landed near the creek. Doris did not wait for the rope to land. She darted out into the field and picked up the rope right off the ground with her teeth. If she had been a little bit faster, then she might have beaten the rope to its landing spot. She brought the rope back to Carmen, released it, and then started barking. Cameron patted Doris on the head and praised her. Then he wound up and threw the rope as hard as he could. The wind must have caught the rope too, because it just kept moving. It landed in the middle of the creek, and then Doris jumped after it and drowned.
Oh my goodness, that is wow. Okay. So I want you to ask yourself, I'm going to copy and paste this into the chat. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to make a prediction. Remember, an educated guess based on the text. What is most likely to happen? And how come you came with that conclusion? What evidence from the text supports your prediction? Okay. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to come up with your prediction. And it can't be random. You have to use whatever the author has given you within the text so far. Go for it. Yes, Nathan.
Do we have to write it like in the chat or can we just, yeah.
You can just think about it.
All
Just
right.
think about it in your head. Yeah. Great question. Okay, you have 1 more minute. Okay. So, what are your predictions? What event is most likely to occur next, and what evidence from the text supports that prediction? Okay, I see that Zichen, you wrote something. Would you like to share that?
My prediction is that Doris will either like run really quickly and like beat the rope to where it would land and jump really quickly across the creek, or like run into the creek, get the rope, and then have to spit it out because she was in the creek and needed to breathe.
Okay. And the reason why is because Doris caught it the last time quickly, and that supports your answer. Okay, got it. Awesome. Okay. Does anyone else have a prediction? Okay, no worries. This is our practice round. And then we're gonna have a second one. So what I wrote for my answer is I said, this is my prediction, Doris is probably going to jump into the water and get all wet. And I believe this because Doris chases the rope with dedication. She's also moving very quickly and she will probably run right into the water. But she won't drown. She just would, just jump into the water. Very shallow water. Okay. Okay, so this is example number 2, and I would like, once we finish, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to come up with a prediction, and then I will have each one of you share a prediction, okay? Okay. Can I have Nathan, can you read this slide out for us, please?
Ding, the timer rang. Cassandra,
Cassandra?
Cassandra pulled the oven door open, and the fragrance of hot cherry pie filled in the room. Steam was emanating
Emanating?
from the surface of the pastry. Cassandra took a deep whiff and said, "Mmm." She then put the pie on the kitchen table to cool and went off to knit a hat for her grandson. Her dog Champ must have smelled the pie too. He wandered into the kitchen, put his forelegs on the table, licked his lips, and I think he's gonna eat it, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna give all of you now 3 minutes to write down something for your prediction and using the text to support your prediction, okay? Remember, you have to make an educated guess, so nothing random. And then I will have all of you share your answers. Feel free if you want to put it in the chat, but it's not a requirement. Okay, go for it. You have 3 minutes to do so. Okay, you have all one more minute left, and then everybody must share. 1 minute left. Okay, time is up. So I would like to hear your predictions. Okay. So let's have Eric, can you start us off? What is your prediction? What will happen next?
And I think she's gonna probably like invite other people over and then and then eat the pie because she thinks it's like really good and she might want to share it with her dog and other people.
Okay, that's a good prediction, but because of that sentence that we were just leaving off, he wandered into the kitchen, put his 4 legs on the table, licked his lips. That doesn't really go with what will happen next. But good try. And I would like you to pay attention to the passage next time, okay? Thank you for sharing. Okay, and Zichen, would you like to share?
Yeah, so he wandered into the kitchen, put his 4 legs on the table, licked his lips, and jumped. Chimp launched himself at the cherry pie. However, he didn't go high enough and smacked into the table. He fell to the ground whimpering and limped over to Cassandra. She said, "Oh no, what happened?" Champ barked regretfully, trotting towards the table. Cassandra realized that Champ had been trying to get to the pie. The next time, Cassandra made sure to use a fan to blow the scent away and put it higher up. However, she did also give a tiny bit of cherry pie to Chimp every time she made it after the incident.
Oh, wow. That was very detailed. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Zichen. Awesome, awesome job. Okay, Mason, what about you? What do you think will happen next?
She is going to, I think, she is going to just eat the pie straight and then just ruin it.
Okay, so the dog will ruin the cake. Okay, interesting. Thank you so much. Melinda,
He
what's
just
your
ate it directly.
Oh, he just ate it directly. Like there's no waiting, he just ate it. Got it. Thank you so much. Okay, what about you, Melinda?
And then Champ jumped onto the table and ate the whole thing.
Okay, interesting. Thank you. And last but not least, Nathan.
Yeah, I also think Champ's gonna eat it because clearly there's so much evidence there, Champ must have smelled the pie. Okay, and then and then he wandered into the kitchen, put his 4 legs and literally licked his lips, so yeah. Yeah. He could just eat it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I wrote very similar things, except I thought he might burn himself because it literally just came out of the oven. So I said, Champ is going to eat the pie. He might burn himself on it. I believe this because Champ has climbed the table and he's licking his lips. It shows that he's hungry. He has gone into the correct position to eat the pie. He might burn himself on the pie because it was just removed from the oven and is very hot.